Logic, Year in Review, Part 1. We got a lot to cover for you. It's happened this 2013 year, a lot of stupid stuff, bad takes, bad people. So we got to get started with a lot to cover next time we got together. So let's make it happen. So bring in Erica, soon to be joined by TrueSpeech and Nique, you know, hopefully, allegedly, probably. So you know what to do. Follow us Twitter, John the Boss Man, at Boss Man Show, at Think with Logic TV, and that's also at gmail.com as well. So follow TrueSpeech at My True Speech, and you know, that's what we do. I think last Thursday's here, so look here, Erica. Erica has our year in review compiled. So Erica, this hour is dedicated to America's Dummy, most likely. Like we got to cover him first. So what you got for us when you knock it out?
Well, you know that he has done a lot over the last 12 months. So much to the point that we had to compile a top 20. A top 20 of the Henson Files WTF Moments. And how do you want to do this? Do you want me to just run it down for everybody, or do you want me to name one at a time and then we just go in?
One at a time and go in. Wouldn't be right.
All right. Let's get it. So, it took some time. I mean, it did take me a day, but it took me a solid day to make sure we got everything that we needed to get. And the top 20 begins with just the simple fact that he doesn't know sayings that have been around since our parents were kids. The prime example of that is when it was either you or one of his other friends told him to take something with a grain of salt. I believe it was probably some of his love woes, which we'll definitely get into in the rest of this top 20, but you or somebody said, take it with a grain of salt. And his response was, oh, I didn't know that women would like salt.
Horrible take. See,
Exactly.
I during my life, he didn't know that women would quote a grain of salt.
Henson never ceases to amaze me, man. I mean, this is one guy where I'm not really a fan of going in and talking about people. You know, I don't like to degrade anybody. I really don't. But at the same time, me being a seeker and a provider of truth, I got to call a spade, and that's just stupid. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You can't slice it up any other way. That's just plain stupid.
Exactly. He brings that out of everybody's speech. Like he brings out the jerk, the inner jerk in you. Because it's worth it.
I try to be a jerk. I try to be a genuine, nice guy, but the stupidity that befalls that man, it brings out the inner a-hole that is TrueSpeech.
Hey, he brings out the inner B in me as well, because I'm just amazed at how stupid he is.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's to the point
on another level.
It's to the point where we had to get 20 things. Like I'm shocked that there weren't more, but as you'll see as the show goes on, I did kind of mesh certain things together because they applied. But
give us 19.
I'm just amazed. 19. Having random questions about studs as though they're not women. Now, my thing is, first of all, like I said, the first word in it was random. This was in the stage of his saga with this show where he was just asking the most random things that just came to his head. And there were 2 weeks in a row that he had questions about studs. And for the audience, basically a stud is the lesbian who, I guess, displays more of how they view masculine qualities, or and how they dress, how they act, things of that nature. And
but as I told Henson, I told Henson, I don't care about studs, but at a certain time of the month, they remember their women. That's all I care. That's all I want to say, Henson. But
exactly, and the studs that I know of, the studs that I know personally, know that they're women. They're not the studs that I guess are stereotypical, that are basically you might as well call them a dude. That's not every stud. So that's first and foremost. But the thing that really just boggled his mind, one, why do studs have big breasts? Which, I mean, that varies from woman to woman. It doesn't matter if they're a stud, a femme, gay, straight. It doesn't matter. Like, I was amazed. I'm like, why are you being so specific? Like, why do they have big breasts? It doesn't matter. And then the second one was, why do studs get pregnant? Or why are studs pregnant, or something like that. Now, that one, I would love to know. I have no idea. I mean, I know how babies are made, but I don't know what happened to where they were like, yeah, I'm going to be pregnant. Now, under normal circumstances, I'm assuming that they're in a relationship with a woman, and they said, yeah, I'll carry the baby. Under extra circumstances, they're having sex with dudes and got pregnant. Period, the end. Either way, in your straight male world where you like feminine women, why does it matter?
I could care less. I know Nique.
Right.
And I know Speaks don't care. None of us care.
Not at all.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with me. Like, I'm not trying to sleep with them, so it doesn't matter. Like, I don't even know why that would even be a thought anybody said. Why do you care?
Exactly.
Nique is here. What's up, Nique, man?
No, what up, man? How you feeling, man?
Doing good, man. We on number 19 of Henson. Erica, what's 18, please?
Number 18 is the fact that he thinks he's a player without the proper credentials.
Oh, his premium position, that take.
I don't even think he's ever played Nintendo, let alone try to be a player in real life.
But you know what? He does play video games in his spare time. That's neither here nor there. And I'm assuming, actually, I take that back, that is here and there. I guess that's the kind of player that he's talking about. Because for him to be a player in, I guess, the relationship game, you would have to have, transportation. You would have to have money that's yours. You would have to be attractive to a degree. There's a lot of things that he's missing, which is why I said that he's without the proper credentials. He probably did something stupid like without the pepper credentials or something like that, but, who knows?
Yeah,
he is a character.
Yeah, so what's 17? What's 17? I need to hear
that. 17 is his age of inappropriate fandom. He is an insane football fan. We won't give away the team that he likes, but it has blue and silver in it. Anyway, this is Roman.
That's how he talks Cowboys, okay?
Yeah, it's the Dallas Cowboys. So
and when the same Cowboys stuff together, he ran for treasurer and was mad he didn't get treasurer in Nique's speech. He was angry about that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had like 40 votes or something. Which I'm shocked. Like, who are these 39 people? Because we know he voted for himself. So who are these other 39 idiots?
That I don't know. That is the absolute mystery.
Maybe he wrote the votes in.
I'm pretty sure that's possible. He probably phoned a few of them in. Had to.
Right. Who knew he could count that high? Go figure. But, his inappropriate fandom includes he has a Cowboys cape, And yes, I said cape like James Brown, like your friendly neighborhood old school pastor, like Harry Potter. He has a cape that he puts on when he's at home watching his Cowboys. And it apparently he has to put on his fingerless gloves and his jersey and his socks and his pants. Yeah, it's all bad. Like, it's an entire outfit.
Who is this nigga? Prince?
Even Prince wouldn't do that.
You're right. I apologize to His Royal and Purple Majesty.
But then he took it old school, like, you know, if you were 13 or 14 and has, you know, different photos, like taped photos and news clippings and stuff put on various walls in his house as well as outside the front door. Now, the problem with all of this is that number one, he doesn't have a house where he can dedicate a room for this. Like, I don't know too many guys who don't want or have a room in his house, a man cave type situation that is dedicated to a sport. That's what he needs. But he has all Cowboys, everything in the most random places. Like, none of his things really go together. He has a mouse pad, but I don't think he has a computer necessarily. He has tablecloths. He has all types of stuff just because it has Dallas or Cowboys or the Blue and Silver Star or whatever. It's too much.
Uh-huh.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Way too much.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's no one room for it. That's the problem. If he kept it all in one room, it'd be a bit much, but we get it.
Yes, indeed. And
yeah.
Yes, indeed. And what is 16?
16 is also age inappropriate, but it's age inappropriate musical choices. This man is in his 40s, his mid-40s, and he listens to people like Future and
Rich Homie Quan. He loves Rich Quan.
He loves
yeah.
it. What does Rich Homie Quan say? Is he speaking English? I mean, I consider him like the chief of Atlanta.
And Nique, he loves Yo Gotti too, Nique, and he always sings "I Got a Sack."
Okay. I mean, like, when he starts singing them and think he is them, it's a problem.
Just off of personal taste, I would rather him like Yo Gotti than Future. But either way, either choice he makes, it's out of his age range. It's out of his league.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't be listening to Yo Gotti or Future or Rich Homie Quan. Isn't he like 20 or something? Like, just no.
Yeah, Rich Homie's literally like younger than me, so it's like
Rich Homie Quan is younger than everybody on this show.
He is. He's like okay. 21, 22.
Yeah.
And he doesn't speak English. I don't understand what he's saying other than some type of way. That's the only thing I can make out of this song.
I think Rich Homie, I think Quan has Trapanese all over his voice or something. You don't never know what he's about to say.
Well, I got to brush up on my Trapanese, Dad.
Yeah, deep Atlanta Trapanese.
I agree. I barely understand what he's saying outside of still some type of way.
That's the only thing I understand.
Well, we need it some type of way. Mr. CEO is what I'm trying to say. It was 15 because this dummy is just stupider today.
We may be on 15 for a while. He likes to bastardize historical questions. Now, this is when he infamously asked about Jamal River and the Coffee Tea Party. And for people, in the translation, that is Paul Revere and the Boston Tea Party.
Aha.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting to it. It's a list. Bellius Caesar, a.k.a. Julius Caesar.
No, he didn't.
Or
no,
Caesar.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, and of course that's Julius Caesar, because we all went to school at some point in our lives. Let's see, and he watches the High Story channel, not the History channel. So don't go looking for it on your Comcast and your AT&T U-verse or whatnot. It may be on bootleg cable though. The High Story channel may be on bootleg cable, but who knows?
The High Story channel.
Oh yeah, and the Ivy of March, which is the Ides of March.
Okay.
And last but not least, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the sexual Aliger Muhammad.
Ridiculous.
The what?
Yeah.
way.
I'll say that one again. The sexual Aliger Muhammad. Now, the only thing that tips us off that he means the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the Muhammad part. And I forgot what he called Allah. Like, I think it was Algier also. I'm not really sure, but it was just, it was
bad. I remember it was bad. It was horrible.
It was just that horrible.
Yeah. And the thing is, what he was asking about, I think, Bellius Caesar, and that's BP, by the way, Bellius Caesar, he was watching the History Channel. So if he
the High Story Channel.
Quiet,
remember, Erica? The High Story Channel.
I'm sorry. See, look at me. The High Story Channel on bootleg cable.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way that I know you could get that station, just for the audience information. But yeah, he was looking at it. So if
it was terrible.
If he had sat there, put his phone down, and just been quiet, he would have known who Bellius Caesar was.
Well, he knows nothing. So we got to hit 14. What is 14? This guy. He's making me
he also likes bastardizing just English in general, such as...
Oceans, people.
Yeah, options. Not options and not opinions, but options.
And Nique, you'll let us. He called and said, quote, "Boss man, the sky's out today." Like it don't come out every damn day. When's the day the sky has never been out? You mean the sun?
Exactly. Yeah. It's all bad. And actually, you know what? While we're on it, we can also go into 13. So 13 and 14 kind of go together. I have idiotic wonderings, such as what Jay said. Oh, look, the sky is out. When he was trying to test himself to his friends, he meant he was trying to express himself. He's stopped many things that we've said on this show. This logic stuff is humorous.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite humorous to him.
Okay.
And while he was in Llama's Vegetables a few months ago, he had bowl soup, and he was amazed at all the water coming from the ground. So to translate all of that, he was in Las Vegas, and he had a bowl of soup. Right. I have to translate it into English. He had a bowl of soup, and he was walking around and saw sprinklers and was just confused at the water coming from the ground.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
So
weird thing, sprinklers and water.
So
Yeah.
He was talking about how he was amazed about the water coming out the ground.
Mhm.
My God.
Oh, and And when he listens to all this logic stuff, because that's another one of his lovely sayings, because he didn't need that college stuff like we did, like the four of us did.
Right, because he's doing so well. You don't need how to think logically.
Exactly. He's also amazed at all these Jeopardy words that we speak on the show.
You mean the words that he says?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, that he thinks he says. Okay, all right, cool.
Yes. And it got so good to him today that he was just he was amazed by pea cutters. And it took me and Jay a few minutes to think about what the hell he was trying to say, because I was concerned. There's another thing that we're going to talk about in the next hour on the top 15 moments, top 10 or 15 moments in general in the next hour, but I was concerned at what the pea cutter was. And I had to think about it. I thought about it. And he was talking about short shorts or Daisy Dukes.
Pea cutters.
Yeah. He was talking, and he kept calling them pea cutters, and we were just like, what is that? We had no idea. He was like, come on, man, y'all know what pea cutters are?
Probably not.
I have no idea.
Use that term.
Yeah. And it turns out he was talking about short shorts, a.k.a. Daisy Dukes.
AKA.
There's plenty of rap song about them, women twerking them, things of that nature. But it was nuts. It was crazy.
What's up 11? Or 12, rather?
Let's see. Yeah, number 12 is a personal favorite, calling or texting states.
Let's not talk about this. This is just...
Yeah, he, not too long ago...
Indiana,
yeah.
Indiana. I want to call the Veterans Bureau of Indiana. That's you, Indiana.
He was calling. Yeah, he called the state of Indiana. I think he was trying to get to a Colts game, and he wanted their, I think their veterans account.
They was coming.
Yeah, the Veterans Bureau to let them know he was coming. And he of course he called Dallas because that's where his Cowboys are. So he wanted the same treatment from them, and he called and he texted, and I don't know if he got them. I mean,
how did that work?
I don't know. Jay, do you have any word on how exactly that worked out?
It went south on him as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Called the state.
Yeah, he called me. He called. Like, I'm on the phone right now talking to y'all. He called. And then he texted because he wasn't sure if the call went through. So he texted him.
You can text the state. Never mind, I'm done. So, countdown is over. We should all pack it up and go home and start reading all the way over.
Oh,
man. I'm sorry.
No, it ain't over yet, though. We got...
Get 11.
Yeah, we got 11 left.
We got 11 in 19 minutes. Let's go.
Really?
And actually, 11 applies to everybody on this show. Number 11, bad nicknames for himself and others. First of all, he calls himself Glossy, Glossizzle, Mr. Gloss. He fancies himself a rapper, which I'll get to, and probably about number 8. That's where we.
I don't remember the songs I can do. I can't do it, so.
Hey, that's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I don't remember the song.
And I blocked out the song, but I know it's on episode 39 if you go to youtube.com/thinkwithlogictv. It's in episode 39, so listen to that. But yeah, he had horrible nicknames for himself, and of course that spilled over into the show because he's an avid listener, and I'm pretty sure he has no idea what the word avid means, and that's okay. But according to him, I'm Milk, which goes back to his fascination with big breasts, even though I'm so far not a stud, it's not even funny. But because I have a large chest area, he calls me Milk. He called one of our former co-hosts Valvoline.
Fuck that person. Fuck that person. I said it, fuck that person.
And there you go. And he butchers TrueSpeech's name like you wouldn't believe. He calls
Bitch.
He calls you Fetch.
And that's just stupid. Like,
yes, it's like he just took out one of the E's. He just said, you know what is one too many E's? It's Fetch.
Apparently. It's just...
And of course, Nique, and all that good stuff.
I'm surprised he didn't call you Nike, honestly. I'm so surprised that didn't come out of his mouth. But yeah, Nique was very prominent. Like, he kept calling you Nique.
And what's 10?
10. Now, this one you can do, Jay. Number 10 is his horrible laugh.
Wow.
I didn't know about this. You know, we could go out and get, quote, milk from the store, ball.
Yeah, it's just all bad.
Quote, milk from the store? Really? But I digress.
And, yeah, number 9. Okay, since we were talking about age not too long ago, he gets his love advice from 20-somethings. And, again, he's about 45, 46 years old. I mean, damn. Now, granted, these 20-somethings are almost 30. It's the principle, though. He should have already sailed that ship. He should have already been down that road. He should be giving us advice. But since he can't read and barely write, what can you do? But yeah, it's amazing.
What's 7? We already done 8.
Right, we did already do 8 with the GA rap. Number 7 is that in his love follies, he missed sex because he missed the bus.
Oh, couldn't get on the bus.
Yeah, he basically, long story short, he was at work. He got a text from girl number 2 that he was liking, and she said, hey, I'm excited, come through. He said, okay, I will when I get off. He gets off a little too late. He misses his bus. And he missed the bus. He then missed the P, because I'm almost certain that she got her P, or D, rather, from somebody else.
You know she did.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I mean, when if we women send out basically an SOS, a sexy SOS, saying, yeah, what's up? What are you doing tonight? You need to find your way there. You need to walk, crawl, jump.
You better be knocking at the door within a reasonable amount of time. Don't let it dry up.
Right. Exactly. You need to figure out a way to get there. And he just couldn't do it.
Yes, indeed. And even if he got on the bus, he wouldn't tell it took him an hour to get there, so he still might have got jumped in line. So there you go.
Exactly, and that leads into number 7. I mean,
it's number 6.
Number 6. Yeah, number 6. He doesn't have a car. Of course, if he's riding a bus, that more than likely means he has no car. And this man did it on purpose. For some god-awful reason. And you live near a large metropolitan city. That's not New York. How do you not have a car? I don't get it. It amazes me. But because he doesn't have a car, it leads to numbers 2 through 5. And, of course, because he doesn't have a car, he missed sex, which was number 6. Number 5. Yeah, number 5. During the first part of the, I guess, tale that ended up being the Henson Files, we found out that he was just doing any and everything for this woman. So actually it's number 4 and number 5. He was doing a lot of things that boyfriends do or that potential suitors
No,
that will.
he was doing things that tricks do. Trust me, I've been a boyfriend before. Never done half that stuff.
No, this should be number 1.
And you know what, Satch? You know what? That's why I said that. And that's why I said number 5 was he didn't stop tricking on a woman who said, let's be friends, who said, you're kind of scaring me a little bit, who said, no, I don't really like you like that. She said it with her actions, but she definitely did text or actually say, you're scaring me. Let's be friends. Let's slow down. So, yeah. And number 4 was paying her bills. Like, I think he paid at least 1 month's rent. He paid for 2 cell phones.
Down payment on cars.
Yeah, he paid car payments. He paid for groceries and diapers for her son and her grandson.
Church's chicken.
And wait, let's not forget the $1,000 trips to Myrtle Beach and Savannah.
Chris Steakhouse, can't forget that. The mall necklace.
$10,000.
No. That's number 2. That's number 2, the total that he got to. But number 3 is with all of that happened in number 4 and number 5. Number 3 is that he got no sex. No, nothing. But a pat on the head.
No sex in the champagne room.
Right, none.
No sex in the champagne room. Ain't no sex in the champagne room.
Yep, none. He literally put his hand on it, never saw it, but that was it. That was it. Put his hand through the robe. I remember that.
And he didn't want to wash his hand because he touched it. You know, he didn't want to wash his left hand and touched it.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody to shake your hand. I don't even touch that much.
Oh, goodness. And then number 2 is, of course, the amount he spent. He essentially spent over $11,000 on
Whoa. It went up another G?
Well, I rounded it up because, when we last talked, I believe it was at like 10,800 and some change. So I just rounded it up.
That's 11 strong. That's 11 strong.
Yeah, it's all that. And I put in quotations a friend because he was never the boyfriend. I believe he saw this woman's sister in the hospital, and she introduced him to her probably boyfriend as the sister's friend.
Oh,
yeah.
Kill him.
Yeah, it was just all bad. Just all bad. Now, are we ready for the number 1?
Yeah. He wants a show. He wants the Floss and Boss show. Because
actually,
Floss and Boss
no.
make good radio.
He does, but that's not number 1 anymore.
Guess
what was number 1?
Yeah, I had to recalculate. Number 1 was...
I know what number 1 is. I remember.
Yeah.
Remember his take on our man G, who died for our transmissions? Remember that?
Number 1.
He died on the cross for our quote transmissions. Our man G.
Yeah, we had to dedicate that show like it was Sesame Street. Just because letters sound like another letter doesn't mean it's right. Yes. And the honorable mention turned into what Jay said, that he does, in fact, want a gloss and boss show so badly. But he said that I sucked. He said that you sucked, Speech. He said that you sucked, Nique. That all of us can be replaced.
I ain't even going to spaz.
Yeah, that all of us can be replaced by him. Because he's better than all of us in our college stuff and this logic stuff. So, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, and he was dead serious. Like, every once in a while, he'll bring it back up. Like, yo, when we going to get that show, boss? When we going to have that Gloss and Boss show? Like, I think he even found a shirt in the store that said Glossin' and Bossin'. He bought like 2 of them. Like he's dead serious because you know he loves accessories.
Speech. He gave me one. He tried to give it to me the day I went to his apartment, and he went with some flying clothesline towards me. I had to duck out the way and hit the neighbor's door and fell in the middle of the hallway.
Oh yeah.
What an adventure with this guy. This guy is a walking just anecdote, man. Oh my goodness.
And I know he has plenty of other things for us for 2014. We just gotta wait on it.
Oh yes, I can tell you right now, he's planning the Dallas Cowboys of Atlanta Christmas party, which I will not be going to. He's planning it.
Oh man!
Wait, time out. You're having a Christmas party, and he is the one in charge of it.
Yes, I didn't pick that. I was on the committee who picked him to be the coordinator of the party.
Whoever needs their head examined, and I hope they know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Where's the
thinking? I can't with this guy.
December 21st at the Westin Hotel in Atlanta. That's where it's going down.
Wait, he's having it at the Westin?
Yeah. In the ballroom.
No. He spent $11,000 on some woman who didn't want him, and he doesn't have a car, but he can afford the W. What?
Oh man, somebody
he
got some money stashed on y'all. I think he really trying to play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can I get some of that? Because I'm amazed.
Hey, Erica, you know what you got to do. You know you love that milk.
I know.
Hey,
no, I don't.
Hey, if he's cashing out at the W, I'm just saying, you already know he's a certified trick. His trick status is certified platinum right now. That's undeniable. There's no denying that.
Apparently, all I have to do is sell him some nice and false hopes and dreams, and maybe let him shake a hand at something, and that's it.
Like he's gonna want to touch one of your breasts or see one.
Right. Since he's obsessed with calling me milk, so yeah, if that's all I gotta do for 11 stacks.
Yeah, that's all I gotta do for 11 stacks. I'm being real. It's hard for a pill.
Exactly.
We talking about 11 stacks. I could do a lot of things with 11 grand. I mean, Erica, look, I'll give you the words you got to say to him, but we can split the take. I ain't even need 50-50. It's your body, so just give me 30%, and I'm cool.
That'll work.
Hey, I'm just saying, we can do business.
Exactly, since he likes giving away $11,000 instead of using it on a perfectly good car to drive around to, and as a result, I forgot about the advanced financial loans. All the loans, that's another honorable mention. It should have been in the top 20, but yeah, he did all of this tricking off of advanced financial.
Off advanced, where they advanced his ass into the poorhouse, I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
Man, I tell you what.
if I didn't have to cover TSU's game against Vanderbilt's game, I might be at that Christmas party, but I'm not going. I just can't go to a party this guy coordinates.
But you know it's going to be epic in horrendous fashion, but it's going to be one for the ages. You know that. That's obvious.
I can't wait for some of the reports and texts I get from my fellow Cowboy Club members.
It's going to be funny because it's going to be like so bad. It's going to be epic because of how bad it was.
I can't wait to hear about it either.
Yeah, that'll probably make next year's best of probably knowing why. No, because we since it's our last show of the year tonight, I have to do part 2. You know, to be our last show of the year, so it'll probably make next year's. But I know part 2, we had to cover this guy hour 1 because I can see it. He did so much stupid stuff. Like I said, the man called me and told me the sky was out. Like, and speech. He was confused about the winery mix that came through Atlanta this weekend. Not the wintry, the winery mix.
I forgot about that. The
you
winery mix.
To be joking.
No, I'm not.
How did he get employed? Who hired him?
It's bad when you confuse autocorrect. That's all I'm going to say. It's bad when you confuse autocorrect.
Yeah. So, people, I hope you enjoy your America's Dummy. I gave you what you want. Next hour, we'll address all the other dummies, Lex, and the others like him. Bisexual Panda, you'll be in next hour's show, too. So, people,
yeah, that was one for the year.
So, people, tune in to part 2 coming up right after this. We out. And if you don't know, now you know.